All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the
show. All right, welcome everybody to All in Our Heads.
Nice, Joe. And the thing that's good about it is you can't really go quickly through those words because you don't know what you're saying. So it's like
I'm not sure of the show name yet.
You're like, welcome to All in Our Heads.
All right, you try it. You intro the show.
Hey, welcome to All in Our Heads podcast.
Hey, you Fonzie.
Hey, fucking guy.
Fonzie, sit on it. Hey, Mrs. C. Hey. We have Pneumonia Mike in studio today.
My new name.
Pneumonia Mike. So Mike's been sick. That's what's been going on with you, huh?
Yeah, I have pneumonia.
Dying?
Yeah, Joe.
Almost dying. I thought you were going to post my text.
I'm going to.
Oh, you are going to? Okay. I was like, I'm waiting with paranoia for the notification.
Oh, I'm going to. But for the listeners,
I have to go back and see what I even sent you.
I'm gonna read it right now.
Okay.
This is Joe's insane hypochondria. I said, Joe, maybe we can record Sunday because I went to the doctor and I have pneumonia, so I should feel better by Sunday. Then he goes, Skype is fine. Holy shit, pneumonia? You don't want to fuck around with that. You could die. It gets bad. What kind of bedside manner is you can die in a text? You didn't even call and say, oh my God, you can die. Just text me, you can die.
Because some people don't take pneumonia seriously and they fucking die.
And I said, Joe, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm taking antibiotics, just making sure you take it seriously. Fear does wonders for me.
It does. It does.
I'm like, I just was trying to tell him I'm not feeling too good. I got a little pneumonia. Well, we'll see what happens Sunday. Yeah, you're going to die.
No, you could die if you don't get it. You know, some people just, I know. They don't do what they got to do, and then they die.
Yeah, no, I know how the human body works, Joe.
I know how the human body works. We're going to teach medical school next week. Hey, if you don't do what you got to do, you're going to die. Right, Mike? And that is, my friends, how the human body works.
This class is How Not to Die 101.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do for your body. If you don't, you can die.
If you're sick, take care of that. That's what you should tell your patients. But aren't we supposed to take care of them? Listen, man, when you graduate, you do whatever you want to do. We're just giving you the basics.
So it's been.
How do you get pneumonia?
Sex? I don't know. No, I don't know.
Sex.
It turned like I read on it because you made me paranoid. So
I saved you.
So I Googled,
take that.
How to prevent, dying from pneumonia.
How to prevent dying from not how to treat pneumonia. How to prevent dying from pneumonia.
Yeah, exactly. No, but so I had been sick since the beginning of January. I had like a head cold came on. Went to the doctor. He said it's like a head cold. Could turn into a sinus infection. It was there for a week. Went away for a week with my kids. I was fine. I was tired, but fine. When I came back from vacation, I just started coughing a lot. It was like a raw, dry, painful cough, but nothing was coming up.
Okay.
And then that lasted for about 6 days. And then it started to turn into like that nasal drip, like a sinus drip.
Yeah, post-nasal drip.
Yeah, that annoying thing. And that lasted for a few days. And then it was gone. By like Monday, it was gone. But I just was tired still. Every time I would get dressed or walk up the stairs or walk a block, I would get winded. And I'm like, damn, and I don't feel right. So when I woke up Wednesday, I'm like, I'm tired and I don't feel right. Went to the doctor. He's like, it might be that sinus infection still there. We're going to give you some sinus, antibiotics for your sinuses. And I'm like, yeah, I can't breathe. I get winded kind of quick. And he's like, well, that doesn't add up to sinuses. Let's just do an x-ray just, for the hell of it. And he was like, wow, you got pneumonia. Thank God we did the x-ray for the hell of it.
So it's like your lungs are all filled up with shit?
But it's not like rattly. It's not. It's just.
Rattly?
Like when you get like phlegmy and rattly, like chest gets like phlegm.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like that at all. It's not even wheezing. It's just I get short-winded quick.
Yeah, I think your lungs are filled up with fluid.
Yeah, and it's like
And they got to jab a syringe in and suck it out if it gets too thick in bed.
Is that how you do it, Doc? More amazing bedside manner from Joe. Hey, here's what we're gonna have to do. We have to jab a fucking pin into your heart, into your lungs, because you're not getting.
Yeah, not
better.
your heart. What are you, crazy?
Yeah,
in your lungs. That's how they do that shit.
I know. If you get to that point, you need that. So he gave me really strong antibiotics for my chest, and he said I should be feeling better. I do feel less tired. I'm not as tired.
Yeah.
But like last night, I was on stage, and when I got off, like the last 8 minutes of my set, I started to feel like I couldn't do my daughter's voice.
Oh,
I
wow.
couldn't get that fast because it was like it just starts to get a little like tight, and it feels like a little raw, like like when you breathe in cold air and you get that like raw feeling.
Yeah.
It feels a little like that. So I got one more day of antibiotics, and if I still feel that, I'm going to go to the hospital and have them look at it again.
Oh,
That's what he told me to do. He said, just go back and have a new x-ray done.
Yeah.
But I have to wait. If I start feeling better, wait 8 weeks and then go get another chest x-ray done to make sure it's all cleared out.
Oh, that's good. If you're anything like me, the sight of the hospital clears me up right away. As I pull in the lot, I'm like, oh, the cough just went away.
So that's what's been happening. Like I've been trying to do gig. I had to do 45 minutes on Friday and last night 30 minutes. And as soon as I got off, Tom McTiernan was like, wow, you look like you're starting to feel shitty again because you don't look good. I got like really pale.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it knocks you down quick. Once you're out of breath, once you get that like winded, you're like done. I want to go to sleep.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's what sucks about comedy. There's no like, I can't, I'm sick today. Be like, we'll send you a check anyway. We'll get another guy to fill in for you.
Yeah, nope.
It's not like any other job. You're just like,
Nope.
fuck, I need this money.
But it's amazing. And somebody we were talking about last night, even Tom said, he's like, it's amazing how you can be sick as a dog, but your adrenaline right when you get on stage kicks in, not even feel it at all.
Yep.
And then once you're done, it's like, and then you're back to shit.
Oh, yep. That's where you show it's really just in your mind.
Yeah,
a lot of it.
right.
I mean, like the I'm sick could be in your mind. Like, oh,
Yeah, but you want to be like a baby, like I'm tired. Yeah, that's all in your mind.
Do you ever like you're not even done being sick, but you're still in the mode of acting sick? So you're walking and you realize I don't feel like this no more. And then you just kind of step out of it. Like I don't have to hang my head. I actually feel good.
That was what I said to myself yesterday because I was like driving. I'm like, and I was like, I really don't feel like, why am I acting like I feel like,
The worst is like stomach cold when you have to perform.
No, it's not. You can't.
I was on stage one time at Uncle Vinny's, and I'm like, it started like on the way there, and then like an hour before showtime, I'm just like, I can't believe this.
I don't think it's called stomach cold either. But go ahead.
What's it called?
Stomach virus.
Yeah, virus cold. What are you gonna do?
No, Doc.
Anyway, I'm
stomach
I'm
cold.
sitting there and I'm like, why is this happening now?
Huh?
It's like a half hour to showtime, and I'm just my body's just purging. I'm like,
Right.
I can't. It won't give me a 5-minute break. I'm like, how am I going to do a half an hour?
Right.
And I was on stage,
Sweating on stage.
sweating, and I'm doing good, but like my stomach's just bubbling.
Yeah.
And it just seems like there's a clock when you look straight ahead there to tell you how much time you're doing. You're like,
It was going backwards.
holy shit, is it on pause? It's like, and then there was, I'm doing good. Then there was like I let some laughs die, and my stomach went like audibly to like, because it's a small club. Like everyone like in the front row was like, ooh. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling too well. Then I said to the headliner in the back, I'm like, just letting you know, if I end quick, just be ready.
Right.
And it made the crowd laugh, but I was like, I felt like I was on drugs.
Yeah.
That's how I was on drugs, but I was just like, it's so weird. Like I'm doing my act, but like in my head, I'm laying on the stage. I'm like, like mentally, I'm in the fetal position. Like, just get through, hold it in, because you don't want.
Yeah, that's the one. Stomach virus your adrenaline can't beat. You can't beat it. You can't ignore it on stage.
No, dude, I think your adrenaline just makes you sweat.
I had a show up in upstate New York, like way upstate. I had like 2 hours away from the house. And right when I got to the place, there was like a restaurant. I got to the place, I got hit with a severe stomach virus, which lasted like 24 hours, and it was really bad. But as soon as I got there, I got hit. And they were like, you want something to eat? I'm like, no, I don't want anything to eat. And the show didn't start yet. The host went on he wouldn't get off stage. He did like 40 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Then he brought the feature up. The feature did 35 minutes, and the host went back up and did like 15 minutes. And I'm like dying, and I'm starting to sweat, and I'm starting to shake, and I want to throw up, and everything is shutting down. And they bring me up on stage. They bring me up on the floor in the restaurant, and I come walking out, and it just came out of my ass. Like it was like an inch away from shitting, but it was like, and it was very audible. And there was a guy sitting behind the piano, not for long. He got right up and moved because it was so bad. My stomach was so bad. I was supposed to do 45 minutes, but they rambled on for so long. I got to 20 minutes. I looked at the guy. I'm like, man, I can't do it, man. I can't. And he's like, I totally get it. Don't worry. We had a long show. And I was like, good night. And he gave me I was sweating. I got on the thruway, and I couldn't even drive anymore. I had to pull over and recline the seat back and sleep for an hour. It just, your body, when a stomach virus is in there and it's got to get that shit out of you, it's not waiting for you.
No, not.
It's not giving you the time. Like, whenever you get a moment, we can deal with this. It's like, no, we're dealing with it now.
That's frightening on stage.
Yeah. That's the only time it ever happened. Anytime I have a cold or a headache or whatever, it just goes away for that time on stage.
Yeah. Ugh. How were your shows this weekend?
That it does. Lets me get my...
Yeah. Oh, wait. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You?
Yeah.
I'm here.
You look like you froze on screen for a second.
We did.
We did. Okay.
Yeah.
Skype, everybody.
Yeah. I did a Catholic church on Friday, which was like 300 people down in Manahawkin.
Yeah.
The priests were in the audience. The priest heckles me.
What did he say?
The priest. Well, I was talking about my son and the sneeze face. And like right when I got to the part where I say he goes to the mirror to look at his face, he was like, blah, 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 says something about my son, like what I should do for my son. And I was like, are you serious? Am I getting heckled by a priest? I said, not for nothing, Padre. I remember Padre. Just because you have a white collar doesn't give you, you're not going to get a pass from me. That I can tell you.
Right.
I said, I might have to deal with you with kid gloves right now, so I'm going to ask you nicely, can you please shut up? Amen. Like, and he was like, to talk again. I'm like, no, you don't want to shut up. So on Sunday, I'm coming to church, and in the middle of your sermon, I'm just going to yell out, what did Jesus say? What did Jesus say? Hey, what did Jesus say? And he's like, I get it. I'm like, thank you. Shut up. The whole place applauded, and he laughed hard. And then, like, he was a good sport. He was just being sweet.
Right.
And I wasn't yelling at him, but he did trip up the whole joke.
Yeah.
He tripped the whole goddamn thing up where I had to reset it to go back in and talk about how my son looks in the mirror to see his face sneeze. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to set it up again. I'm like, how do you not get that?
You would think if the last person on earth that would heckle you would be a godly figure like a priest.
Yeah. I know.
You're a performer, man. Mm-hmm. You do gigs every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend you're up there. You got to do time.
Yeah, you got to act like it's all coming from your head.
Yeah.
You're in a moment. You got to be in a moment.
I wonder if priests have like bad shows. Like where like the crowd's like, he fucking sucks today. Man.
What the hell is he?
Last week I got a lot of shit, but
yeah,
what the fuck is
talking about Staffs and Joseph?
Hey, father, fucking boo. Just saying. Got to work on that bit about being good. What was it? It was a fishing pole involved? What the fuck is he even talking about? Taking your kids fishing and teaching them about what? It's fucking winter, man. Got anything about shoveling snow? Can you pray for that to go away? This guy's such a. This is open mic night. Sunday. This should be your Tuesday show.
This isn't a Tuesday night.
This is a Tuesday night, Father. Don't be working material out with us.
We don't come here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to hear this shit. We come on Sunday for the good day.
Yeah, somebody like this guy. Somebody like this guy. Bring up the next one. Open priest mic. You have just like on Tuesdays where they work out material.
Yeah. Father John's going to try his new thing about Moses.
Yeah. Jesus said to the disciples, here we go again. Fucking Heckosaurus over here. Same old.
Jesus and the disciples. Oh, my God.
Where'd you get this from, a holy book? Come on, write your own shit.
This guy's reading directly out of a holy book.
Dude, it's like he got a holy book. I could do prayer books. I could do prayer, but anybody could do prayer books. You got to bring it, man. Got to bring it. How do you expect to be Joel Osteen if you bringing it shit like this? You're not going to get your own stadium. You're not going to do stadium tours. So Joel Osteen's the Kevin Hart of priests.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he is. He's killing it, that guy.
Yeah. It's not very Jesus-like, though.
It's a funny bit, the priest.
The priest. Open mic.
Open mic for the priest.
Yeah.
So Joseph and Mary, Joseph and Mary, holy shit. Can you get a little more dated?
Again, this guy. He's the fourth priest tonight that's talked about the same shit. The prayer
you guys don't get together behind the stage and figure out what you're going to talk about?
Fucking prayer thieves. Prayer thieves. I heard Jean Paul do that last week. He did. He killed with it. Killed. The
parallel thing my ass.
Parallel thing in my ass, man. Jean Paul did that shit. That fucking money tray was full. Full, man. Overflowing. 20s. You ain't gonna get shit with this. God.
Yeah, pass the basket to somebody else, buddy.
You know, like the arrogant guy in the crowd. I can do this. I can be a priest. I fucking do prayers to my friends all the time at the diner. I fucking kill with prayers at the water cooler. Last priest standing on NBC.
The Religion Network.
The Religion Network. Yeah, Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're. It's very nice sounding pneumonia.
Yeah. You can't laugh too hard.
Nah. So, yeah, you performed for priests. I performed for Elks Lodge last night. Tenafly Elks.
Oh, yeah. How'd that gig? The Quit comedy?
Yeah, it was good. You know, the sound was a little weird there, but...
Is that the one with, like, the bar and then you walk through the doors to the actual room?
And they redid it all. They redesigned it, and they made the sound... They put speakers on every wall in the room, so when you're talking, it's just like... There's sound coming from everywhere, so it's wasn't well designed.
Yeah.
But then you got to think, like, they didn't set this up to put on shows. They set it to put on elk speeches that nobody listens to anyway.
Yeah.
You know? So but it was good. I had one, you know, they were drunk, so you had to really hammer. You couldn't really, like...
No. And they're loud. They get up and down.
Yeah, they get up and down. Yeah, if you're a person that's thrown easy, you just got to let it happen.
Yeah.
And a couple of people talking to me. I was asking about before I got into like my nursing material. I was asking if there were any nurses. A bunch of women raised their hand, and this big fat, just alcoholic guy was like, "I'm a nurse." Right. I'm like, "You're pretty unhealthy looking nurse, sir." I was like, "I gotta say, you look like when you give out shots, you give yourself to as well." And they all knew him, so they all loved it. And I saw the guy outside. And he's like, "You're a funny fuck. It's pretty gay out here tonight." And then walks away. Like calling back my joke from earlier. Nice. At first, I'm like, "Wait, did he just call me gay?" And then I'm like, "Oh, no. He's actually remembered a joke of mine." But it was actually good. You know, those people are cool. It's like sometimes it's fun when they're rowdy and like you have to like really perform. If they're
rowdy and they're like with the flow, it's cool.
Yeah, like you can't you know.
You can't win them over if they're not even paying attention to you. The rowdy that's not paying attention to you sucks. The rowdy that's involved with you, you can play with. Especially if they're not being mean. If they're just being drunk and playful, you can play with that.
Yeah. Like one time I got a drink of water, and that was way too much time to give them to lose focus. So I'm like, all right, after this sip, I'm hammering it out for 15 straight minutes.
Right.
Couldn't leave a gap, or they'd be like, you see them all turning and start chatting. You're like, oh, what happened? I'm just getting a drink of water. But there's that. There was like some weird, like the guy, as soon as I get in there was a guy like half in the bag, just toasted. And he's like, you're one of the comedians? I'm like, yeah. What's your name? Joe. I can't wait to see you tonight. Break a leg. I'm like, all right. So then, whatever, 15 minutes go by. I went to the bathroom. I run into him in the bathroom. He's like, "You're one of the comedians." He totally forgot he met me 15 minutes ago. And I'm telling you, he left the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. I come back to the bar with the other comics. He's standing around them, and he introduces himself to me again.
Third time.
This was only 3 minutes after.
Wow.
And I was just, and then the other comics were like, "Wait," they're like, oh, Joe don't want to meet anybody. I'm like, I've met him 3 times in the past half hour. I don't know how many more times I can meet this guy and tell him who I am and why I'm here.
The best thing about that guy is you can have 7 minutes of material and just keep doing it, and he'll think you have an hour. You're like, whoa.
He told me 3 times he can't wait to see me.
And then never went to the show?
Then I come out of the show, after I get off stage, I come out into the bar. He's like head tilted to the side, like just staring at me. He got nothing. None of the show. I'm like, oh boy, you really solidify why I don't want to drink.
Yeah. I did a Jewish center last night too, a temple. So Friday night was a Catholic church. Last night was a Jewish temple.
Uh-huh.
The Catholic church was squeaky clean. Last night we didn't curse, but I was allowed to say shit. You know what I mean? Like that, and get a little more spicy. Ooh. I know.
Hey, you guys can go crazy tonight. You know, we're not like churches where you guys can say shit.
But she was like, I don't really care what you say. And she goes, I know you guys aren't talking like college kids, and you're not that vulgar. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she was loose on that. Like, but it was like a huge dance floor in the middle.
Ugh.
And it was like 250 people. And it was Tom McTiernan, Sandy Marks, and me. We all did 30. Now, Tom McTiernan, you've seen him, very energetic.
Yeah.
So he gets off and he's walking around the dance floor with a wireless mic. Then Sandy Marks goes up and he uses a wireless mic and he goes in the middle of the dance floor. And there was a stage. And then I go, and then Sandy's like, don't use that wireless mic. It's really not that good. There's a wire mic on the stage. So I'm like, I'm not going. First off, I don't even care if I use wireless or wired. I'm not walking around the dance floor. Who am I?
Yeah.
What is this? You know
what I mean?
Like
DJ, a wedding DJ?
Yeah, like walking around. Hey, how you doing? Like walking to table to table. What the hell out of here? So I said that. I was like, I don't know what these 2 guys are doing walking around the floor, but this is my home up here on stage. And I made that microphone work. It was a big gap. But I made it work, and they were awesome. They were like laughed so hard at me saying that. I'm like, I'm not walking around to you people. I said, here's the deal. I'm up here for 30 minutes. If you can't focus over this 12-foot gap for 30 minutes, and you got bigger issues than me. So, but it turned out good. But I did get tired as hell. Couple of fans that saw me with Sebastian from Long Island saw me post something about being out on Long Island. She Googled it, found tickets, and showed up, her and her husband.
That's awesome.
And they just saw me once with Sebastian. And she's there. They turned into comedy geeks. They said she used to go to concerts in their teens and 20s. She goes, we go to comedy shows. They're like in their 40s, like late 30s, early 40s. They're going to see Pete Coriel, like night, Friday.
Love Pete.
And then Saturday they're going to see Jim Brewer. It's like...
that's what we do when you get older. Comedy's better.
Yeah.
Than concerts. You'd be like, concerts, like, I'm going to sit here stand here in a crowd of people. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, so it was a good night.
Good shows. I thought you didn't come out last night. I met at the guys after Ken Kurantz's CD taping.
Did you get there in time?
No, it was over for a while because my show didn't start till late. And
I didn't start. Email said, Tom, I don't know if you ever listened to the goddamn podcast. email says be there by 8:15. Show starts at 8:45. Nah. I got there at 5 to 8 because I'm early guy. And the show started at 25 after 9.
Yeah. Ugh.
You know? So I didn't get off stage until 5 to 11.
Oh, yeah, we were at the diner by then. Probably almost, I think we wrapped up at the diner at like midnight.
Yeah, so I didn't even bother reaching out to you guys.
Yeah. Ken heard the show was great. He was even happy with it. And it's rare for a comic to say, I was very happy with my show.
Right,
heard
right.
it killed for like an hour.
Oh, nice.
Got a good recording. And,
good.
So, Ken
What, guys, who went to the diner?
was Ken had to stay at the hotel because he had friends coming. That were staying. It was me, James, Falcon, Adam Lucidi, KP Burke, Ritu, and her husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and ate food and shit.
You ate food and shit?
And had just, tons of laughs.
Who was on your show in the quick show with you?
Ty Rainey hosted. What the hell was it? Misha, some girl, Misha. I want to get her. Misha Whalen. Misha Whalen.
No, I don't know.
A comic she's from like Astoria, Queens. Me and Chris Johnston. Originally, it was supposed to be just the three of us. Then Chris got added to the show.
Did he close?
Well, we were both gonna do a half hour.
Right.
So I said, since we're both doing the same, I said, I want to get to Ken's taping. Do you mind doing the closing spot so I can get out of here?
Yeah.
So I went up and then I left and didn't see any of his set, but he said it went good.
Okay.
So I was hoping, if I would have stayed till the end, if it was the original show, it would have been over right when I was done. It was plenty.
Right.
But it was a good show, man. It was a good show. Everybody did well. Ty did good, but Ty, unfortunately, like the sound sucked when he first got up there. So like half of his opening set, there was like guys from the crowd come up like working with the microphones and tweaking equalizers while he's trying. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Now, and no one sees a problem with that.
No, and then we wound up getting a wired mic because the wireless sucked because there was a wired one. I'm like, we prefer wired always.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then because when he first went up, literally the sound was so bad, like you just couldn't hear jokes.
Right.
It was just ricocheting off every wall.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like he was like a teacher from with Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah.
I'm like I heard him because I was close to the stage. So I heard his actual voice.
Right.
But then you see the crowd, like you're like a joke would hit, and you're like, what the hell? That was funny.
Right.
Like I mean, like it got 0, and then I go in the back of the room. I'm like, oh, because they don't know what the hell he's saying.
Right.
They're probably like, wow, is this some weird slam poetry thing the black guy's doing? I don't even know. I guess we're supposed to laugh. Maybe he starts off this way, a little mumbling, then moves into the good shit.
A little mumbling.
Yeah. But then once the sound was fixed, he got a lot of laughs.
Oh, good.
And that girl Misha's pretty funny too. She got laughs. Yeah.
Misha, what'd you say her name was?
Misha Whalen. I'm pretty sure her name is. I can get a confirmation on that. She's like an actress too, Misha Whalen, because her and Rob Stats, the guy who booked it, he's like an actor.
Yeah.
And they're like been apparently on the same sets of like a lot of different TV shows.
Rob Stats, that's who put me on that, right?
Yeah,
him and his mom.
Yeah, his mom was. I was making fun of him because when I met his mom, they booked me for a show last week, and
right.
I was like, "Yeah, I haven't seen Rob in a while." I go, first time I met Rob, he opened for me, and at the end of his set, he took his shirt off and showed the crowd his 6-pack abs. And I'm like, how am I going to, what the fuck? I got to go on now? It's the Chippendales? And she was laughing. Then I busted his balls about it. I go, you taking your shirt off before me tonight?
Did he didn't do the show?
No, he didn't go on because he hasn't done stand-up in a while.
Oh, okay.
So he hasn't really been doing it. So
yeah.
Let me tell you, that's not a show to start stand-up at. It was, you needed to have your A game on. All these drunks at the Elks.
That's what we were saying last night, like how that setup was for the Jewish Center with the stage and the sound system wasn't amazing and like the huge dance floor. And like, I just remember you walk in there and you look at that and we say, God damn, a dance floor. But we've done it a million times.
Right.
So it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I just start telling myself now.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Bill Burr say that to somebody on a podcast, like, because the guy was known for always like complaining about how the setup is.
Yeah.
And he's like, why don't you just do it? Like, don't be grabbing ladders to fix lights and make it perfect for you.
Todd Glass?
No, it was Bill Burr was saying it.
Oh, but I'm saying, was he talking about Todd Glass?
No, I think he was talking to like Joe Matarese or something.
Okay.
And it was just, and then I just like remember, and I'm, to a degree, sometimes I go in a place, I'm like, Jesus, can we try something?
Right.
But yeah, for the most part, I try and be like, whatever.
Right. Well, I'm the guy who points everything out. Like, and I know that is not a good thing to do. So lately, I've been just going, whatever it is, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I do walk in a room and like, can we get that? And then, say 7 times out of 10, the thing I'm pointing out and all the shit that I'm aggravated about usually works out and it's fine anyhow.
Right, exactly.
So why make it a thing? Just let
as long
it
as
be.
the sound. You really need sound. That's what we need, sound.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? When I did that Ken's Gotham show, the mic wasn't working up for like all the comics up until Ken. When Ken got on stage is when the mic started being on.
Oh, really?
So I'm up there and I'm like, my jokes are getting laughs, but it's not like
It doesn't see
hitting. And even like Ritu is in the back, like saying, like, I guess Joe's doing some sort of whispering thing now. But I'm like, I just,
the mic wasn't on at all.
just wasn't on. It was it wasn't working.
Okay.
And then when Ken went, like, you couldn't tell because Adam Lucidi was the host, so he yells. So we were like, oh, it sounds good.
Right.
Then like 3 or 4 comics didn't have a mic.
Was that at the Gotham show downstairs, the New Faces?
Yeah, the New Faces. And then when Ken went on, like, the mic wasn't working at first, and then it kicked on, like, real loud. And I'm like,
Oh, really?
oh, there we go.
For the guy who produced it? Wow,
For the guy who produced it. Yeah. Yeah, imagine that. Ken's like a dick. He's like, hey, keep the mic off for everybody but me.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Okay? Okay. No, that's like why I now travel with a speaker. It's like it's not the best speaker, but it's a speaker, a stand, and a mic.
Right.
So if I'd be like, all right, I'm going to run out and get my shit.
Right,
if it's like garbage. As long as it's a small venue.
Especially if they pipe into the house sound, it's like,
it's just like, and you hate to be a complainer, and you try to just like get to gigs and just do what you got to do, but you're like, a fucking comedy show is the easiest live entertainment to set up, yet everyone barely gets it right.
Right.
I mean, the amount of times people get it wrong, it's like, okay, we need sound and a light.
Right.
And there we go.
You know what, though?
I can deal with the gap in the dance floor. I could deal with round tables.
Right.
Because, listen, I get it. Some places, they're not. Yeah. That's just the way they got to be set up.
Yep.
But, like, a sound and a light. One light. Right.
But I realized this. Like, last night when I went in the big dance floor, I didn't say a word. I was like, okay. And she was like, they're sorry, the big dance floor. I'm like, that's, sometimes, it's a big gap, but don't worry about it. I've done it a million times. Like, I didn't let it bother, like, at all. And then Tom came in and Sandy came in and was like, the dance floor. It's like, maybe next year, put the tables on the dance floor. And, like, I wanted to say, like, you don't think that was an option for this year? They're not allowed to put them on the dance floor.
Yeah.
That's why they're not on the dance. It's not like they decided, let's leave this gap. They couldn't. The place said, no, nothing on the dance floor. You don't scratch the dance floor with tables.
Yeah.
So that's why it wasn't done. But I realized, like, it didn't even matter. Like, it doesn't matter. But I also realized that these people aren't. This is something they do once a year. Some of the members of these organizations, that's their first time even being involved. Right. You'll hear them like, I didn't do it. Normally Stacy does it, and then they don't have a clue what we need. They think any speaker and any mic and any setup is fine.
Yeah.
They don't know. What bothers me more is the guys who book shows, who produce comedy shows week after week after week after week, and those motherfuckers who get it wrong. I'm like, you can't get it right. You don't know how this works.
I know. This is ugh.
You put your such limited fucking effort into this.
Yeah.
That bothers me more. Like Friday night, the guys who put that show together, John Peasy is the guy who hired me. I don't know him personally, but it's his group that hired me. Like I did 2 shows for him so far. He has a guy on soundboard, has all the speakers and mics ready to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? And ready to rock. And like he has somebody standing at the sound, making sure, adjusting it at all times. Not just a speaker plugged into a wall. You know, and you show up like, is anybody running this? Nah, you're the comic? Great. When do you want to get started? I don't want a part of the fucking times. I just want to go up and do my thing. Can't I just do that?
Yeah. My class, one of my classic stories when I got booked to do an hour, just me, no opener. And it's some dumb shit restaurant in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Right.
And I just show up. I'm like, yeah, I'm a comedian. And they're like, all right, there's a stage over there. And it looks like, it literally looks like a kindergarten table for like a kindergarten class. I'm like, that's it. I can stand on that? Like,
Right.
I was like, oh my God. I'm not only making a bomb, but I'm probably going to get hurt. Yeah. But,
right.
so he goes, yeah, there's the mic, there's the soundboard, so you can start whenever you want. And it was all tangled in a ball.
Right.
And I'm like sitting there untangling a mic cord while the crowd that's about to watch me
is
watching me untangle. And I'm like twisting it. And
right.
Then I'm like turning it on. It's like popping the speakers. I'm like, test. I'm like, can you take more of my mojo away?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I did allude to that to the crowd. Like normally I show up and things I don't do this.
Yeah.
I really forgot what I said. But it was just like, you couldn't untangle the fucking cord? You couldn't turn the motherfucker on? You couldn't go on stage and introduce me? No, I had to do, he's like, yeah, it's just one of those booking agencies that just send you places. And you're like, half the time I get there, I'm like, do you guys know there's comedy tonight?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess I'm going to attack these people while they're eating.
So that's the one good thing. Like Tom sends me everywhere, but Tom will call his, like anybody who's dealing with, he tells them how to try to make the room be.
Right.
He's like, you need this, you need this, you need this. He tells them everything he can. And then when you get there, you hope that they listened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some places, not that they don't listen, I just don't think they get it. It's like, hey, you got we use that speaker right there. It's like a little thing we got at Radio Shack. It's that good? No.
I'm waiting for me and Chris Johnston were talking last night. We're waiting to show up at a gig. We're like, you got to hang this speaker over your neck.
Yeah.
And then like some little toy microphone next to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some little holster.
And it has a Darth Vader button you can put on. Luke, I'm your... No, not that one. Put on the regular speaker.
Chris did a gig where they gave him a headset, but it was like a fat like earmuffs, like a helicopter pilot.
Oh my God.
So he's like, I'm not putting that on. So he just held it in his hand and spoke it to the mic.
Oh,
it's
what
like,
a fuck. Why would they?
what the fuck?
Who doesn't like?
Not even a handheld microphone. Like a 1970s DJ headset.
No one like in that organization was like, hey man.
It was just a bar gig.
Fuck that.
There's a certain booking agency that just sends you these things. You just get there. You're like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
I was saying this to Tom last night, and like to McTiernan, I'm like, I love these. I mean, I like doing comedy. I love going anywhere. I don't mind. I like,
Yeah.
We talk about it like it sucks, but like last night, like I was dying on stage, but I'm like, I wouldn't do this for anything. I mean, I'm dying physically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't trade this in for anything in the world. But I just wish I got to a level to where every gig isn't, it is what it is. I'm done with the, it is what it is gigs.
Right.
I don't want that every gig to be, it is what it is. Hey, that's what pays your bills. You got to look over that. And that's the conversation I always have with Tom. Like, yeah, I know we got to pays our bills. That's what I'm going to do. I know, I get it. But every gig is, it is, what it is.
Yeah, stuff, especially if it's good money. You're like, all right.
You're right. No, I mean, it's just, I just hate walking into these gigs and having to say, you know what, we'll do, hey, got to do it. We'll get through it. I don't want to get through every goddamn gig. I just want to get up and perform where people are there to watch a show and they're happy. That's it.
Yeah. It's never going to, it's just the way it's going to be. Can't fight it.
No, I know.
Can't fight. That's why I just give up. I'm like, you know what? Give me the mic. I'm doing the best I can. Give me my money. Get the hell out of here.
But like, even like, as I'm saying that, I'm like thinking about stories like, like, what was it? Jay Moore on Jay Moore's podcast, where we talk about where he does that corporate gig once a year, and he goes, "It's insane money, but it's the worst gig ever."
Yeah.
It's like it just sucks. The sound sucks. The people are talking, but the money is so good. And that, I mean, it's all relative to him. The money is good, it's probably $50,000. To me, the money is good as $500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like the same thing. He takes these gigs; they suck sometimes, but the money's
Everybody
so good.
does them.
Yeah.
I've heard Sebastian say he's done some awful corporate gigs.
Yep.
Because they're cutting a big check. You know what?
Yeah.
I've bombed for free. I'll bomb
I
some
can
money.
bomb. Yeah.
Bomb for $1,000. Give it to me.
Yep.
I don't care if you throw shit at me. I got to get out of here with this check. So, 40 minutes in. Did you get? We were posting. I forgot to yesterday. I posted today about getting questions from listeners. If people want to, ask us anything. Did you get any responses?
I just got that one that you were clued in, and then I got another one that I'm not going to say his name. Just was a long email to tell me that he had nothing for me.
Okay.
And then you got that one, the one that we shared, and then there was that one post on our fan page underneath that comment. I have no idea what that means, the guy's question.
Oh, that's what I was going to read. We'll try and answer it.
Okay.
I don't even know if he listens, but if he does, his name is Ken, and he said, because I asked for any topics we'd like Mike and I to talk about. He goes, the comedy of opposing minds convincing each other they are right.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. Somebody liked it. I want to email that person. Well, can you tell me what that means? The person that liked comedy. Okay, so all I'm thinking is like people that don't agree on. I guess he's thinking about comedy that makes a point that they don't agree on, like convincing each other. I guess it's got to be political comedy. Like this week, I posted a joke from I think his name is John Fugelsang about his favorite Jesus story was when Jesus, it was something like before helping the poor, he gave them a drug test.
Oh,
Before he fed them. I forget the exact joke. I know I'm butchering it. I just don't feel like finding it now. But people literally are like, he's missing the point. You can't, welfare fraud is I'm like, bro, it's a fucking joke, man. It's a fucking joke. I'm not trying to. It's like, here's my thing. Like, if you're a comedian that is making points, you're probably boring me. Mm-hmm. And I don't even think that guy who wrote that joke was necessarily. He made a point, but he wasn't trying to change. He's just like, I thought I had a funny thought.
Right.
Like I posted a thing yesterday. Like that's what's weird. Like these people think I post something like a political joke. I believe to that ideology. No, it made me laugh, whether I believe it or not.
Right.
Like what was it? PJ O'Rourke. He's a political satirist. He was on Real Time, and he goes, Bernie Sanders is the Trump for people who live in their parents' basement
And smoke pot.
and it's so true and
Right.
funny. It's so funny. You know what I mean? And like people like, it's like, ugh.
It was funny. It was funny. Yeah. Do I support like not supporting Sanders or whatever? No, but that's a funny joke.
Right. I don't support that theory wholeheartedly.
Exactly.
But it's
it was
like
funny.
it's a funny observation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's just as ridiculous as Trump is, just the other way.
That's what he was saying.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
So let's see. The comedy of opposing minds convince. I don't try to convince anybody I'm right. Because let me tell you something. As comedians, it's not our job to be right. It's our job to be funny.
Right.
I'm not a political person. I'm not a teacher. I'm there to get a laugh.
Now the question I'm looking at it is maybe meaning, all right, you say a rape joke, and I say, nah, rape's not funny. Like that's too, you know what I mean? Like you shouldn't joke about rape.
Yeah.
And then you convince me that it's just a joke. It's not really condoning rape. It's a joke.
Right.
Because that's two completely different thoughts. Like the people think there's stuff off limits, and then you got to convince them that it's really just a joke, and you got to lighten up.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't do stuff that's like, I'm just the way I am in general in life. I don't need to prod people into fucking, some emotional turmoil that they need to talk. Like there's some comics out there that's all they love to do is stir shit up. I don't. I enjoy watching people laugh and enjoy life. Yes,
Right.
I don't need to make you think about. I don't want care if you think.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Even in real life, not even just comedy, like just that sentence, convincing each other they are right. Everybody wants to be right.
Yeah, yeah,
Nothing's right. Everything just is.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Something could be right for now and wrong tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just there's no right. Right is
Right.
is whatever you think at the time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right is in the. It's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Right is in the eye of the beholder.
Right. I mean, there's certain things that are right. Like if you're talking about math, you can't dispute
That's
that.
a science.
It's a science. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
things that are right.
Yeah, yeah.
But like that's why people bore me when they try and convince comedians aside, just people in real life.
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking politics with somebody, listen, I'm telling you how I feel based off my knowledge. And I'm
Right.
not trying to say I'm right and you should believe what I say. I'm
Right.
just telling you what I think.
Yeah.
And I'll listen to you. And I won't say you're wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think that's where that just bores me. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's like in a relationship. It's like two people are arguing in a relationship. You know, at the end of the day, if you're trying to get to one say you're right and the other one say you're wrong, you're probably never going to get there.
No, you could be both right
Yeah.
and both wrong. It's like everyone thinks everything's so black and white.
Exactly. Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, you have to come to a ground like, you know what? Well, we agree to disagree on this one. Like, you got to be able to be there. You got to be
Yeah.
able to be like, okay, with you have your view, I have my view. Who cares?
yeah, and nothing's ever going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever like all
Well,
right.
harmony.
Bernie Sanders, he becomes elected president, takes a lot more of our money and billionaires' money, and we're going to pay for college and health care. Will we never have problems anymore?
Right.
Probably not. Mm-hmm. We'll still have poor people not getting by.
Right.
Nothing solves anything, so there's no point in arguing.
Right.
Try little shit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
to go back to comedy, my answer to him, the comedy of opposing minds convincing each other they are right. Comedians don't do that. And good comedians don't try to be right. If you happen to be, like George Carlin made points from his point of view politically, were they right? No, but they were fucking funny, and he did make a good point.
Right.
Was his point the solution to that problem? No.
Right.
But it was fucking funny. That's all he has to be is funny.
Absolutely.
I say absurd things because they're funny.
Right.
Rape joke. Listen, I don't mind a rape joke if it's funny. Everything hinges on whether it's funny. And if you don't think it's funny, well, then you don't. Then you move on.
Right.
You don't try and convince that person that they're unfunny and wrong.
Exactly.
Just be like,
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
make me laugh. I'm moving on to this next joke.
Right.
You know?
Right, right.
Why do people have to fucking like hammer shit?
Right.
Like when I posted the John Fugelsang joke about Jesus, people were like, he's missed the point. So wrong. You know, it's like, ugh, fuck. I just said whatever to somebody.
Right. I said yuck to somebody who tried to like correct me.
Yeah.
I was like yuck.
Yeah, no, some girl goes, so you just want to take our money to pay for people that are getting over on the system? It's like, for like poor people to get, I was like, nah. Like, no, she goes, do you want to pay for somebody's Mercedes and give them food stamps? Somebody that drives a Mercedes getting food stamps? I'm like, nah, people with Mercedes, we bail out them and their banker friends
Yeah. Right.
that ruined the economy. That's what we did.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I'm not saying I like that either. I'm like, well, I'm not saying I want to talk to you anymore. Like, how about fucking shut the fuck up and realize it was a fucking joke I posted? I even gave the comedian credit. Ugh, you froze on my screen. I don't know if you're still there. I'm talking to myself, people. Oh, Mike, you there? Oh, boy. I don't see. Oh, I just lost him. I will try and call Mike Gaffney back right now. Is it working? Wait. Here we go. We're trying to call Mike Gaffney back.
Hello?
Hey, Bo.
What happened?
You went away.
You froze up.
You froze up and then you froze up and then it hung up.
Okay.
So
You froze up and I hung it up.
that's why it hung up then.
Yeah, because you were frozen. I was like, Joe. And I
Yeah.
just
Are you on Wi-Fi or a wired connection?
Wi-Fi.
Oh, so it's you.
It was me.
Yeah, I'm on a wired connection.
Okay.
I don't see your face no more. I just see MG on my screen.
Oh, yeah. Where's that? How do I put that back on?
I think there's like a camera down there.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. There we are.
There he is. Anyway, I think it was perfect. It was perfect for that to happen because I was even getting bored making my fucking point, answering this goddamn question.
Exactly.
I'm putting too much effort into this. We're just going to be funny. That's what it is, Ken, if you even listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Comics' jobs are to be funny.
Be funny, not right. Okay. So that was all on that post I got. Do you want to read the question from the other listener from the email?
You want me to read that?
Well, they need to know what we're talking about, the people at home.
Yeah, you just want to start talking?
No. You don't have to.
So anyway, I was thinking this about that topic. Well, here's a question. It's a very conversational question, so that's why I was like, you want me to read this?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt at times in your career that you were kind of plateauing and needed to push yourself to move forward? I guess that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt in your career that you were plateauing? Yes. Once every 6 months, every 6 to 8 months, I feel like, this is it. I've hit a ceiling personally. And then I got to, and it's just a growth spurt. It's just a growth pains. It's every, I mean, I feel it all the time.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're doing the same, it takes a while to even get jokes to where they kill consistently. And usually by the time you get them perfect, you're sick of saying them.
Yep.
And then you just want new shit or try new shit. But I think they were also talking more about...
Sam, here, I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
I'll read it. Do you need to, plateauing and needed to push yourself to move forward? I like to hear examples of those times and why am I asking this? The question makes more sense. I know I can stick to the script and do well on stage, but I don't want to be the comic who sticks to the script. So I have been forcing myself not to, and it's very uncomfortable sometimes, and it doesn't go well. But I feel like it's the right thing to do to get to the next level. So that's what their basic question is, I'll tell you this. For me, Sunday through Thursday, I will not stick to the script.
Yeah.
I mean, my job is to be funny. Clubs pay me to come in and be funny. So you got to be good.
Yeah.
But I won't stick to the script during the week.
Right.
Fridays and Saturdays, I try to do the act that I know does well.
Yeah.
Because those people paid to come out for the night.
Right.
This is their night out. And I shouldn't be willy-nilly up there. However, when I first started doing comedy, and for like 5 years, every time I got on stage, I had the same basic opener.
Yeah.
The same thing that got me into my set. And I was done doing that. It felt constricting to my whole act. It put me in comic mode and never let me be in Mike Gaffney mode. So I started to go up and force myself not to do material right off the bat.
Yeah.
Open up with an idea that just happened, maybe on the ride over, something in the room, something that was in the news, something in the moment, just to get me in the moment.
Right.
And that is, to me, was forcing myself to be, off the script, because going in the moment, then even my act felt more organic.
Mm.
Yeah.
Being organic, that's what you try to be.
Right.
But it takes time.
Yes.
If you're a few years into stand-up, you're just uncomfortable. I don't care.
Period.
How funny you are. You can have the great jokes, but you're uncomfortable on stage because you don't have a lot of stage time.
Right.
You haven't been in enough situations. But yeah, you're right. Weeknight shows, you try your shit out. But even so, even weeknight shows, if you're working at I go work at Gotham and do some, I got booked on another show at Gotham at Vintage Lounge. I want to do good there.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to try and bring my A game. Right. I want to, at clubs that I'm not regular at, I got to bring my A game. I can't be fucking around.
Right.
Because you never know who's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's healthy to go out of your comfort zone because you find stuff that way.
Right.
When you rotely do your act, but then, it comes to a point where me and you on a Saturday night can do our act act, but we're so comfortable up there that we feel the opening. We're like, this crowd is digging
Absolutely.
me, and I can definitely explore this idea further right now.
Yeah.
Because this is going so well, even if it dies, I get them right back.
Yeah. And it doesn't die like a death like that.
No.
Even the death that it does die is not that bad.
But that's only after years of experience.
Right.
It goes to the old thing. It's like you can't manufacture years of experience.
Right.
You can't. There's no shortcut to getting comfortable.
Right.
You just got to. I mean, actually, there is a shortcut to getting comfortable. Get up as much as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
Repetition. The more you perform, and the more shit shows you have, the stronger you get.
Right.
Like, you don't learn nothing from killing.
No.
Killing. You're like, that's where there's nothing. There's no lesson. Right. But when you eat it, it's like.
Well, I'll tell you this: when I was doing bringer shows at Gotham, and I was new. I was very new. Probably 9 months in, and I was doing these bringer shows, and I was doing maybe 4 a month bringer shows.
Yeah.
And people were coming out. Like, I had a lot of support back then. Not that I don't have it now, but I had a lot of support when I first started. And I would ask everybody to come, and the same people would come. I wouldn't force people. I would ask enough. I wouldn't ask 5 people to come, and 2 couldn't make it. I would ask 20 people to come, and 15 would come.
Right.
You froze.
You're not frozen. You're not frozen on my end.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Joe?
Mike, do you hear me?
Joe?
Yeah, I hear you. Do you see me? I'm moving my head up and down. No? I'm here. You there? Mike's frozen now. This is so stupid. Let me hang up and then call him back. Calling Mike Gaffney again. We're a professional operation here, people. It's connecting. Well, it's supposed to be connecting, people. Oh, you there, Mike? We're supposed to be connected. You there? Wait, he's not there. Hold up. Let me go to preferences and see. No, my shit's set up okay. Mike. Let me hang up again. Oh, wait, he's calling me now? Oh, it says connecting. I don't know if I'm calling him or he's calling me. Let me hang up. Call dropped. Try calling him again. Oh, what happened? He was just there and then it went away. I'm going to type text message to him. You there? See if he gets a Skype message. Okay. Try calling him again right now.
Hello?
Hey, bud. What happened?
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I kept trying to call you like 5-6 times, and they kept like hanging up.
Yeah,
I think your Wi-Fi is weak.
I put it onto my hotspot, my phone, and it'll be fine.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was doing all these bringer shows, right?
Yeah.
But every bringer show I would do, I would write a new 8 minutes.
Okay.
And I kept doing new 8 minutes because I didn't want the people who came to see me see the same shit.
Right.
So after about 8 times doing this, on the show was Robert Klein and Judy Gold.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's hammers.
So I was just asking them advice, and I told them, what do I do? I'm always trying to write new material. And both of them said to me, cut the shit, stop trying to write new material, get on stage and do your act till you get comfortable.
Yeah.
The first few years, you should be trying to get comfortable on stage, not trying to be so,
just be good.
Just be good. Just get up on stage and get a persona, get your legs.
Yeah.
You know, and then once you do that, then you can start introducing material all day long.
Yeah, see, I think a lot of new comics, sometimes they perform for a lot of the same people because they're performing at like a lot of open mics.
Yes.
And they're not getting the reaction they want. But the benefit of some younger comics that we've been helping out is they're coming on real shows.
Right.
That's why I always tell comics, be a good host, because if you be a good host, you can get a lot of work.
Yep.
You know, because nobody wants to host. And
Right.
typically, if there's a gig where I'm headlining, 90% of the time, the only spot they let me bring is a host.
Right, right. Yeah.
If I say, hey, I got a friend, be like, all right, bring them the host. They're not going to feature them sight unseen.
Right.
At least from my, my name don't carry that type of weight where I could be,
Right.
Yeah, I'm bring my own feature.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes I can lucky if I get you a guest spot, but
No, but they're doing. I get it. Believe me, I get it. You start going in front of the same people, you're like, oh my God, I got to do something new. But I started barking at Ha, 6 months in, and was doing 3 shows a night, 7 days a week, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on stage every night, and I was getting 8 minutes every night. And in that 8 minutes, I was putting in 30 to 40 seconds of new material.
yeah,
Just 30, 40-second bit in the middle of the 8 minutes.
right.
Because I was in the same room 3 times a night. I felt like, oh, this is getting boring as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the trick is getting up as much as you can and being comfortable in your own skin on stage, because then you can talk about anything you want.
But that's what the art form is. You're going to be plateauing. You're going to be feeling like shit about your act. You're going to get some inspiration. You're going to feel loving it again. Then you're going to work that stuff till you're sick of it. And then you're going to come up with new stuff. Then you're going to hate comedy. I'm quitting comedy. I plateaued. Now I love it. It's an up and down roller coaster.
Exactly.
Talk to anybody. You can talk to guys who've been doing it 30 years. They still are worried about the next bit.
Yeah.
They're still worried about tinkering. It's like you're never. But I think that's the beauty of this craft.
Yeah.
Is that it's always new and changing, and you never fully have it. And I think that's part of the addiction.
Yeah.
It's like almost like it's because that's what's better than like doing other shit where it's the same shit all the time and you're used to it.
Right.
Like I've worked with comics that really do the same order and act for years, and I'm like, how do you not get bored?
Yeah.
It seems so boring. Now we all do a lot of the same jokes, but we shuffle it, we add things, tags.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago I wanted to quit comedy. This week I love it. Last week I was like, I can't come, but I'm not going out to work out. I got nothing new.
Right.
It's like I think that's all natural feelings that everybody feels, whether you're new or
Absolutely.
But when you're new, you're more insecure than we are now. Like we're still insecure, but we put the time in.
We also can look back and see all the times we've gone up and down on a roller coaster.
Right.
So you know that, like, oh, here it comes again. Here comes the down where I feel like shit about this.
Yeah.
Like, you know where it's at.
Exactly.
And you listen. I'm grateful. When I first started, I listened to all those comics who've been here for 10, 15 years. And I just listened to their story and their path. And I felt like I was always on the same road.
Right.
Like, when I watched Seinfeld's Comedian, Seinfeld had been doing comedy, 25 years? 20 years already?
Yeah.
The time Comedian came out, and I was just starting, and I fucking started to get, like, emotional because listening to him, I'm like, that's how I feel about my act, and I'm just starting.
Right.
Like we share the same path.
Yeah.
So I listen to all these guys, and they all say the same shit we're saying right now. Like Patrice used to say about getting in the back of the line. Like, you were on the ride, now kind of get back of the line again.
Yeah.
You could take that with every part of your act. I mean, part of your career. Either your act is, old, and now you want to get back in the line and try to figure out that ride again.
Mm-hmm.
Or you get on TV and it didn't work out. You got to get back to the line and try to find another way to get on TV.
Yeah. We're all fucked up. And that's why and that's why I continue to hang out. That's why hanging out with comics is always the best thing for me. Like I was had forced to hang out with like Earth people for like parties and stuff recently, and I'm like, they're all nice, but I can't relate with these people no more. I was at the diner last night. I'm like, this is my tribe. Fucking, we're tearing, we're laughing, hammering each other. Just, I'm like, and then you wind up just feeling creative even when you leave a diner with comedians.
Yes,
you don't even need to do a show. You go hang out with comics eating, and you're like, oh, I'm creatively rejuvenated.
Yes.
My mind's thinking funny again.
Right, right.
Because that's where we all started, at the diner, busting balls. Oh, you make this joke. Like, you just said something funny, then I tag that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just, we're not even trying. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's what we should be.
Yeah, yeah.
Diner funny.
Absolutely. Diner Joe.
Diner Joe. That's what I say to myself all the time. Be Diner Joe.
That should be the name of your first CD, Diner Joe.
Diner Joe. Only 3 people will know what it means.
It's all right.
All right, we're at 1:05, and I want to go home to have hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. Hoover Doovers in football. Super Bowl Sunday. We could say our football picks, but by the time they hear it, the Super Bowl's over.
They're going to be like, oh, wow, these guys just spliced that in.
We're not going to break down the game, but
I would like Peyton Manning to go out with a ring.
Yeah, say that one more time because you faded off into some weird.
I would like Peyton Manning to go out with a ring.
Yes. I think everybody's rooting for Peyton Manning. I want Peyton Manning to get a ring, and if not, I want all my football boxes to hit. That's at least one of them.
Any boxes, man. What the hell?
I have so many boxes, it's going to take me a whole quarter to know if I won that last quarter. I have I just kept, every time somebody offered me one, I'm like, yeah. It's like you get that little compulsive. Like I'm not even a gambler, but like you can I understand compulsive gambling because like this guy came with $40 boxes at my studio, and he goes, "How many do you want?" And I go 3. He goes, "Okay." And then he tells me, he goes, "Wait, you're drawing 4?" I'm like, "Well, now I have to get 4 because you said 4, and if I don't get 4 now, I'm not going to win." Asshole. It's just
4 boxes.
I got
nice.
4. I did a lot of splitting with my father-in-law. I got 4 $40 boxes. I split with him at my job, and then he had 20s, 10s, and $5 boxes at his job, and we got a bunch of boxes on each of those.
Okay.
So we're just like, and I got one. I still have one that I joined the beginning of the football season, where it was just every Monday Night Football box,
right?
The championships, and then the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I've yet to win that one once.
Nice.
Nothing.
What's your numbers?
I forget. I got to go look at home.
Okay.
They're different each week. It's just you have that box.
Oh, okay.
So they were different each week.
Okay.
But different in bad. Different. That's why I don't gamble. Just the mush. I'm the mush from that. What was that? The Bronx Tale.
What
was it? A Bronx Tale when they were at the horse track with Sonny, and they were like, "Go Hurricane, go Hurricane!" And then they see the mush bet.
Oh yeah.
The race isn't even over, and he rips up the ticket. He goes, "Why are you ripping up?" He goes, "The horse is going to lose." He's like 5 lengths away. He's the mush bet. It's over. I could love that movie. But all right. So we both want Denver, and we both know Carolina will win.
Yes.
We'll find out next week. So what do you have coming up, Mike?
What do I have coming up? Well, I just had a gig cancel on me next Friday because life sucks. I'm at Dangerfields tonight and Tuesday. LOL on Wednesday. Saturday I got a fundraiser in Jersey City. Sunday I got Valentine's Day up in Hartford Funny Bone.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
that's awesome. Wednesday, Thursday I'm at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. Friday I'm up at Casa Bianca in Oak Ridge with Uncle Floyd.
Nice.
Actually,
when is that, Friday? Friday
night. Valentine's Day, I got offered a gig, but I actually turned it down. Back when we were talking before about, I don't want to do these things no more. A guy that owns a diner was like, "You want to do my show?" I'm like, "No,
I don't.
I don't want to come to it."
On Sunday?
On a Sunday, yeah, I'm not going to perform at a diner on Valentine's. No.
Yeah, and if I had a wife or a girlfriend, I still would do the Hartford gig because it's a Funny Bone gig.
Yeah.
But if I had a wife or a girlfriend, I would definitely not take a diner.
No, listen, if I told Carrie, "Hey, Levity Live" or like some big club wanted me for Valentine's Day, she would totally. Let me put it this way: my wife's cool as fuck. She don't give a fuck about Valentine's Day.
Right.
That's not a thing for her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
know, but I like to be around my girl.
I like to, but yeah, I'm not. I'd rather be home than go into a diner.
Absolutely.
And then the weekend after that, I'll be at City Steam in Connecticut. So if you know anybody or if you live in Connecticut, in Hartford, come see me at City Steam. And the last weekend of the month, I will be opening for our pal Mike Gaffney at the 2 comedy shops in New Jersey.
2 comedy shops. And then the following weekend, we're at the new Ha in Ridge Hill.
Have you heard anything about that? Has it opened yet?
I think it's opening this coming week.
Yeah, I wanted to see pictures of it, see what it looked like.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that. I might go up there this week to see Anthony. But if you've looked at the posters of all the shows they're doing there, they're really trying to bring like almost like a stand type of feel, like, kind of a comedy club feel.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
If you look at the flyers, I mean, they're getting some great acts.
Yeah.
So it should be a good club.
Awesome. Well, those are some of our upcoming dates. Go to my website is joefernandez.net, and yours is
MikeGaffneyLive.com.
And you guys have been listening to All in Our Heads.